What's up, money? So today's video is brought to you by Margex. If you're a leverage trader, check them out. It requires no KYC. That's the platform that I use when I want to leverage trade. Also, there's a link down below to my Patreon. Check it out if you're interested. But getting into today's video. So a couple months ago, well, more than a couple months ago, maybe at the beginning of the year, January, February times, I made a video and I said, always celebrate alone. Don't celebrate with other people, because while everyone is there running around, jumping with joy that crypto is going to the moon, that is a time when you want to be sitting on the couch and just chilling. And once the market crashes, that's a time when you want to be jumping for joy, celebrating, while they are the ones sitting on the couch chilling, scared because they don't know what to do. Sometime in April, we had World War III scares. Everyone was saying, welcome to World War III, as you see here in this article. There's a whole bunch of scares going around. People are absolutely panicking. And if you look at the crypto market, look at Bitcoin. So on April, where is it? So right here, April 12th, Bitcoin was sitting at $71,000, and literally in less than 24 hours this thing crashed all the way down to just over 60,000. And I made a video and I said I bought the dip. I feel like this is a time to be buying the dip. And I remember one comment specifically. The person said something along the lines of, you expect us to buy the dips when we're about to enter a potential World War III? And I remember just laughing. Because to me, that is the perfect time to be buying the dips. How many World War III scares have there been over the last few years? It's like every other day, it kind of feels like someone is talking about World War III. And the market always tanks. And then what happens? It recovers. There's always going to be another scare in the market which presents a buying opportunity of a lifetime. And if you don't take advantage of those opportunities, you're always going to be the person that ends up buying right here at the very top and have no idea where the next resistance point is because you don't know how to read charts. And what happens when you buy something at the very top? The price retracts, it goes all the way back down, and then you either panic sell or you have no money left over to take advantage of the opportunities that presented itself. Because even recently with Bitcoin, or all of crypto actually, Bitcoin topped around here, about 70,000 like it normally does, and then it just went all the way down to below 50,000, and a lot of people didn't have any cash on the side to take advantage of these opportunities. So in today's video, I just want to talk about a few basic steps that I believe everyone needs to be able to do to understand when is a good time to be profit taking. All right, so the first key important thing is you have to be patient. I know that it's extremely hard when you see the market continuing to go up and up. Everyone is bragging how much money they're making. And it's like, you don't want to be the one sitting on the couch at that point. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, you don't want to be the person sitting on the couch. I understand you want to celebrate with everybody else. But what you need to understand is patience always pays off, because the people that's bragging about the amount of money that they're making, they're not profit taking because they feel like the crypto market is going to run forever. And eventually it comes back down. And when it comes back down, they're no longer laughing. That's the time when you want to be laughing. So let's get into things. Over the last few weeks, I think I've only bought about 4 altcoins. I realized that meme coins weren't really doing all that much. The hype kind of cooled down, so I needed to find elsewhere to make some money. And I felt like a lot of altcoins were presenting a opportunity that I just couldn't ignore. So I bought literally 4 altcoins. I have them here at the top actually: Data Protocol, Sui, Say, and Caspa. Those are the 4 altcoins that I bought recently over the last couple weeks, right? So let's start off with DOP, Data Ownership Protocol. Let's blow up the charts here. So If you've been following me for a while, you already know I've talked about this one many times, or quite a few times already. I initially got into this one at a $53 million market cap, and this thing went absolutely parabolic because I bought pretty much right here, 0.0061. This is around the point where I bought it, and it literally skyrocketed all the way up to zero point zero 0.03 cents. So it was some pretty good gains. And you know what I did? I took my initial investment out. And I told my Patreon members this also, because when it comes to altcoins, meme coins, crypto in general, you don't want to be riding the ship up and down because we never know when the market is going to turn around on you. And then all of a sudden, your profits, which you were literally up like 3x, is now, down 3x. Like you never know what's going to happen. So you need to make sure that you're ahead of the game all the time. Always make sure you're rocking with house money. That is extremely important, but people want to be greedy. If you're greedy, you're going to end up losing all of your money. I know a lot of people is going around saying, people love to compare this bull cycle to previous bull cycles. But here's the thing. Previous bull cycles is different because right now we have a lot of big players in the game. There's how many ETFs like coming out what feels like all the time. Like every time I look on for crypto news, it's like, oh, Solana ETF, XRP ETF. Like there's all these ETFs coming out. Crypto is getting more and more adopted. Like at this point, we don't know if we're ever going to see, even though I still believe that this is a super cycle, the last super cycle that we're entering, I could always be wrong. So I don't like to compare previous cycles to current cycles, especially this one, because crypto is becoming too well known at this point. So I'm trying to scoop up all the money that I could possibly keep in my pocket and let everyone else try to figure things out. So the first thing you need to do, take your profits. If I didn't take my profits on DOP, like I said, I bought this one at about 0.0061 and then it skyrocketed to 0.03 cents, right? And now look at the price. It's sitting at 0.007. So if I didn't take any profits off of the table, I would have been mad. I would have been extremely pissed off. I'd be like, I can't believe I let all that money just disappear. I let other people run away with the profits instead of myself. That's not a good thing. Also, Sui. Sui is one that I bought a few times recently. I started buying this one at 61 cents. It went up to, I think, 80 cents. I didn't take profits at that point, and then the crypto market crashed. It went down to as low as, I believe, what was the low? 50 cents, I think. Let's check this out. The low here was, I know my face is in the way, but the low was about 50 cents. In the last time I spoke about Sui, I think it was the last time, and I bought it around 60 cents. I said the lowest that I can see Sui falling is towards 30 cents. So I'm going to lose about 50% on my investment. And what happened? Sui crashed down to 50 cents. I bought a little bit more. I bought Sui a couple times actually. And what happened since then? It popped. Today it went as high as $1.11. So I doubled my money. And you know what I did? I took profits. I took out my initial investment completely. So right now, I'm only playing around with house money on Sui. That's what you got to do with these things. Again, because if the market reverses, you're going down with the ship. And it's easy to say, oh, if the market goes down, I'm just going to buy some more. And then what happens? The market goes down. You see people on YouTube and Twitter saying we're going to go down another 30%. So you wait because you're scared. You don't want to go down another 30%. And then market shoots back up and then you miss your opportunity. So this is why I like to play around with house money. If Sui crashes back down to 60 cents, do you know what I'm doing? I'm buying it back up. That's exactly what I'm doing because it bottomed out at 50 cents, which tells me there's a possibility that 50 cents could be the new bottom on Sui. So why wouldn't I buy back up all the Sui? Another one that I bought was Say, and I got this one, I believe, at 26 cents. So I'm not up massively on my investment here, but I'm still up. The whole point here is you want to be buying in the fear and you want to be selling in the greed. Everybody knows this, but no one wants to actually apply it, which is a big problem. The last one that I got was some Caspa. I bought Caspa a couple times. I bought some Caspa at 17 cents and I bought some more at 13 cents, or was it 12 cents? I think it was like 12.5 cents. I think I caught it basically at the bottom during the crash, actually. The thing with Caspa right now is I had already had a lot of my Caspa bags. I didn't need to buy any more. So what I am planning to do right now is the Caspa that I bought recently, I'm actually going to get rid of. I already have, like I said, I have my Caspa bags. I only bought a little bit more because I was hoping that the KRC20 was going to get launched sometime. Well, it was supposed to get launched mid this month and it didn't. So the recent bags that I bought, I'm just going to get rid of and keep my old bags and just see where Caspa goes. If the Caspa falls back towards 12 cents, you know what I'm doing? I'm buying some more. Because this is how you play the game. This is how you win in crypto. Now, some of you might be like, okay, but what if you end up selling too early? You sell and then the coin continues to skyrocket. You know, you took out your initial investment, but if you did leave it in, you know, you would have made more money on top of that. Well, here's the thing. We all know that no one ever loses money by hitting that sell button once you're in profit, right? So does that matter? No, it doesn't really. The most important thing is keeping as much money in your pocket as possible, right? And I highly suggest anytime you buy crypto, whether it be an altcoin, meme coin, it doesn't matter. Before you hit that buy button, look at the charts. You should never, and I mean never, hit buy on a meme coin or altcoin without looking at the charts. And you don't even need to fully understand how to read charts. You don't need to be a pro. All you need to do is you need to make sure that you're buying on some sort of a dip, because this chart right here, everybody should know how to read this. Like, look, okay, so let's draw this in. So you can see right here, this thing went from up here to the top. All this red action happened, it pulled back, and then it started to go back up here again, right? So what you need to make sure is that you need to make sure that you're buying when the market is going down. So here in this chart, you can clearly see that the market had been going down. This indicates that this could be presenting a buying opportunity. And you can also see where the previous resistance levels were, because right here you saw that Bitcoin crashed around here and then it crashed around the same area here. So as the market started to go back up, you need to realize that there is a potential that the market could come back down to where it crashed before, which is around 56,000. So if I really want to get in on the action, I don't want to be chasing the bull. I want to be chasing the potential pullback down towards the 56,000 area. And if it doesn't happen, if Bitcoin continues to skyrocket, now I'm just using Bitcoin for this example. Now, if Bitcoin continues to skyrocket, then I'm just going to miss out on this play and I'm going to look for something else. There are thousands of coins out there. There is no reason for anyone to be chasing one particular coin. There is no need for that. There's always another opportunity around the corner. See, profit taken requires patience. For you to be able to get those profits, you have to have patience. You have to have patience when it comes to buying, so you don't just ape in and just buy things randomly without even knowing where you're buying at. And when it comes to selling, you also need to have patience, because if you did end up buying, right now I've got the charts on SUI pulled up, but if you did end up buying something like SUI at the very bottom down here around 50-cent mark, once you start to see SUI go up a little bit, what if you're like, oh, you know what? I'm afraid that it's going to come back crashing down on me, so I'm going to sell right here. So you bought it at 50 cents, you sold at 69 cents, you sold out of your position completely, and then what happened? You missed out on a lot of gains. But if you did look at the charts, you could have seen where previous resistance was, and it was around here, so around the 90-cent mark area. So this would have been a good opportunity to take some profits off of the table. This would have been slightly less than a double up on your investment, but it's a whole lot better than you selling right here at 60-cent area. This was a whole lot more money on your investment. So patience is ultimately what it comes down to. And A lot of people don't have patience. That is the problem. They want to be buying in the greed when the fear and greed index is currently in extreme greed, actually, and then they want to panic sell or just sit on the sidelines when the fear and greed index is showing extreme fear. So we want to be different. For you to survive in this market, you got to be willing to do what most people just aren't willing to do. Most people just think irrational, and they like to follow the crowd. Following the crowd will always get you wrecked. Don't follow the crowd. Make sure you know what you're doing, know where you're buying at, and ultimately make sure that you have patience. But anyways, that's what I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and check out a few of the links that I have down below. And until next time, take care.